All right, so fight of the night was Mark and Rafael. Performance of the night, Lipsky and Davison. Both won $50,000. And Mick didn't run out of here as soon as the fight was over. So if we have any questions, then Mick can actually answer some tonight.
That's awesome. I think we're all kind of buzzing from that title fight, man. Just give us your thoughts on Davison's performance tonight. Pure violence. That was, no controversy in this one. So, we have pretty nasty champions in those two divisions now. So. For a longest time, there was debate over whether the flyweight division was going to stick around or not. With a guy like that as champ, is it here and you feel good about it? When is the last time I talked about getting rid of the? It's been a while. Yeah, it's here. Look at how good this guy looked tonight. Look at what he did. Ton of controversy in the first fight. From weight to headbutts. No controversy in this one. This guy came in and did what he said he was going to do against the number 2 ranked guy in the world. He looked damn good doing it. Yeah. We had another flyweight that kicked off the main card, Askar Askarov. Pantoja was the backup in case anything happened. Askar beats Pantoja. Is he kind of in a position where he might be in consideration for a number 1 contender fight? I don't know. Yeah. When I get home, we'll figure that stuff out. Very nice. About going home, I guess, wrap up your time here on Fight Island. It's been quite the experience for a couple of weeks. What were your thoughts overall and just kind of... It's been incredible. It's been an incredible, the whole thing since the beginning has been a crazy ride. These are the people to do it with. I knew that. We're here. We did it. And one more to go. This next card's very fun. It's a very fun card, this next one. So... and I got to get home and start working on what's next. We had reports come out earlier tonight. Adesanya and Costa is done for September 19th. I don't think that's true. I don't think both have signed. Have both signed that deal? Yeah. It's not done. It's not done yet? No. It's just, fucking guys, they were told not to say anything. Kambache breaks it immediately and tweeting and, the fight is not done, so... Can you say, if that is the date that you're targeting, are you able to say whether that would be in the United States or whether it would be here? I'll probably be here. Probably be here. And then I guess that would lead you to ask about Khabib as well, because that's the date we thought he was going to fight. I know you said you were going to leave him alone, but would you put both of them on the same event, or does that mean that he's not going to fight in September? You just said, I thought you said you were going to leave him alone. When's he fighting? You're asking me when's he fighting. I said I wasn't going to bother. He's going to fight when he calls me. So you'd be, if he said I'm good September, would you put both those fights on the same pay-per-view? I don't know. Fair enough. That's all I got.
Going on the Khabib thing, is there at all a limit to how long you let him sit out without making Gaethje defend his interim title, or are you just waiting for that fight no matter how long it takes for Khabib?
Ask me that again. What's the question?
Is there a limit of time you have?
A limit to put on Khabib? Yeah. No. Khabib's dad just died.
Yeah, I know.
His dad just died. You know what I mean? When he's ready, he'll let me know.
You mentioned next week's card. I just wanted to get your thoughts on Darren Till and Robert Whittaker as a fight and what you expect from that matchup.
What I expect from who?
Till and Whittaker.
Whittaker? Oh, yeah. I love that fight. I was just saying that card is awesome. That fight's incredible. And, a very important fight for both of those guys. I'm looking very forward to it.
Is it safe to say that if Till wins, or even if Whittaker wins, they're the number 1 contender to Costa, Adesanya?
I don't know. Let's let the fight happen first, and then we'll, I'll have been home, and Mick will be home. We'll both be home, figuring out what's next.
What did you think of Rafael Fiziev today?
Yeah, he looked awesome, man. What a fight! You got to give respect to both guys in that fight, man. Some of those shots that were thrown, kicks and to the body, and oh my God. Yeah, it was a great fight. It's fight of the night.
And last one from me. 2020's been a bad year, but is it all worth it when you get to see Michael Bisping in that air tunnel?
Yeah. No, it was a fun. It was a fun episode. Yeah, it was fun.
Well, I'd like to get your thoughts on Jack Hammerson's win, and where does he go from tonight?
Yeah, looked good, made it quick, made it look easy against a guy that isn't easy to beat. Yeah, he put himself in a real good spot, man. So we'll see how this thing plays out.
Since you won't be here for next week's event, I'd like to know what's on the line for Fabricio Verdun, because I think this is the last fight in his contract with UFC.
On the line for who?
Verdun.
Verdum?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see what happens with Verdum, and yeah, we'll go for that. I mean, Verdum's getting up there too. What is it, 44? 45?
Yeah.
He's getting up there. We'll see.
Aljamain Sterling is all over social media these days, campaigning to get the next shot. I know you have to go home and talk to matchmakers, but is he the number one contender in the bantamweight division?
Is who the number one contender?
Sterling.
Sterling?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. He's in there. He's up there. He's one of them.
Last one, Amanda Ribas is all over the place since her last fight. On Saturday, she was cage-side with you. On Wednesday, she's again on VIP area tonight. How big is she after the last week's win?
Huge. I mean, her. We were talking about her. So, hey, Eric, where did that end up with her? How many?
She grew like 100,000 overnight. 100,000 on Instagram overnight.
100,000 over? Overnight, she got 100,000 new followers on social media, and everybody was talking about her. When you go out, you couldn't perform better than she did in the fight, in the interview, and just, doing the things that you need to do when you're in that position. And, I mean, that's why we put her on the main card.
Do you know already what's next for her?
No, but she wants to fight again, and in the fall. So again, we'll get home, we'll get her figured out, and we'll see her again soon.
Okay,
thank you.
Hi, Dana.
Hi.
So this gentleman here said that one of the either Costa or Adesanya has had signed the contract. Do you mind sharing who signed the contract?
It's just that the fight's not done yet.
I know, but he said that
It doesn't matter. The
Okay.
fight's not done yet. The fight's not done. The people are out saying that the fight is done when the fight isn't done. You know what I mean? It drives me crazy. If the fight was done, you would have saw a promo tonight inside the arena. There would have been promos on TV for it, and we would be announcing the fight. It's not done.
For sure. Last one for me. He was talking about Amanda Ribas. After her win, she said that she would like to fight either Esparza or Marina Rodriguez, whoever win. Do you see her fighting one of those tough girls? Do you think would be a good match?
That's a big jump. I mean, yeah, she's good. She buzzsawed through Paige easily. I just don't know. Normally what happens is we'll get back to the office and get in the room and start arguing over what we think, where we think that, what we think is next for her and what's right for her. But maybe.
Thank you.
Dana, wondering if you've had any conversations with Jared Cannonier. He tore his pectoral muscle in February, and wondering if you've had any conversations. He'd be ready towards the end of summer, early fall, and if he'd still be in line as that alternate if Paulo Costa and Israel Adesanya fight gets officially booked.
Will Cannonier be ready? Yeah.
So would he lose his spot no matter what the result is for Darren Till and Robert Whittaker next week as the number one alternate for that fight?
I don't know. Neither does Mick.
And then the last question is, what about Leon Rocky Edwards? If Tyron Woodley and Colby Covington get booked, what maybe would be in line for him next? Any conversation with him for that next fight?
For who?
Leon Edwards.
Oh, Leon. You know what's going on with Leon? No? Sean? Yeah, we're working on it.
See you in America.
Cool.
Hey, Danny, one more. There was a report on social media today that the UFC was looking to do a partnership with the Palms, which I guess would be you and the Fertittas working together again. Is there anything to that?
It's not true.
Not true?
Yeah, it's not true. I got enough problems over here. I don't need to be buying the fucking palms.
Well, this one wasn't that you were buying it. It just said there would maybe like some UFC branding, maybe put a Hall of Fame in there, be like a partnership type deal.
There's been so much bullshit talked about the palms. I was buying it. I was buying it a few months ago. Now I'm doing a partnership with them. Trust me. I'm doing all I can do to do this right here, right now. Never mind the palms. Any other questions?
Dana,
Yeah.
about Figueiredo, before the fight, he said that he would like to go as a champion for a second title, go for the champ status. Would you be open for that idea, or would you rather to watch him being a dominant champion as flyweight?
Who wants to be a champion? Figueiredo? I'd like to see him defend his title a couple times, you know? Maybe if he defends the title a couple times, that'd be interesting, yeah.
And there is already the right name for him as his first title defense?
I have no idea. Yeah, you guys know I don't make fights the night of the fight. Any other questions?
Yeah, a couple of questions on Russian-speaking fighters. Khamzat Chimaev obviously made a lot of noise in his debut. Is it true that he's going to face Rhys McKee, that the fight has been booked already?
What's the question?
Khamzat Chimaev, is it true that he's going to face?
Yes. We got him another fight. Yeah, he has another fight. He'll be fighting here on Saturday.
That's great. Another fighter was reports in Russian media that Roman Bogatov has been released by the UFC. Can you confirm this information?
That who's been released by the UFC?
Roman Bogatov. He was fighting at UFC 251.
What do you say? Yeah, no, that's not true, I guess.
All right, thank you.
All right. Thank God Mick was here today, huh? All right, you guys. Really appreciate you guys coming out here, and I hope it was a good experience for you, and good luck going home. I'll see you back in Vegas. Thanks.
Jack, congratulations. Obviously, very, very impressive to get it done that quickly. What's the feeling like for you right now?
It feels amazing, man. You know, all the hard work, now it's done. Now we can move to the next fight. I'm super, super happy.
It wasn't going your way, right? You went for the takedown, immediately he got the reversal. Was there any concern when you went for the takedown to find yourself on your back?
No, man, you know, even if he ended up on top, he ended up in my world, so I knew what to do there.
Very nice. Yeah, and obviously went to the leg lock. Were you surprised that he didn't try to bail a little faster? It looked like he was maybe a little too hesitant to try to get out.
You know, I missed the first attempt, and then he came back into me, and I was thinking that he was going to disengage, but he wanted to go again, and it just gave me another chance where I could lock it in a little bit better.
Was there any part of you that thought you would win this thing by first round heel hook submission?
100%. You know, people don't know that, but the heel hooks has been a part of my game for a long time, but you don't see me end up on the bottom so much, and that's why you haven't seen the heel hook so much before. Should I end up there again, you're going to see another heel hook.
Last thing for me, it would seem to line up pretty good as we talked beforehand. Whittaker-Till winner would seem to make a ton of sense. Are you laying out the challenge now? Is that the plan?
That's the plan, man. The winner between Robert Whittaker and Darren Till, that's the fight to make. That's the only thing that makes sense right now. So I'm keeping my eyes on that fight next weekend.
Dana White wasn't very clear in what's next for you. Are you 100% sure that that's the way things are going to roll, or you're not?
No, I'm not sure, but that's how it's supposed to be. You know, if you see coming up from this first round finish right now, I don't want to be fighting somebody behind me. And looking into that top five, you have Costa and Adesanya, and then Jared Cannonier should get his shot from the winner of that fight, and then you have the Darren Till and Rob Whittaker fight. You're going to place me with the winner of that fight. That makes sense.
And how do you see that fight playing out?
Whittaker and Till. I give a small edge to Whittaker in that fight, but I think it's going to be a close fight. Both are great stand-up fighters, but Whittaker has been a great champ, so I think he will take it.
If the things play out the way you're envisioning them to Adesanya and Costa, and then Jared taking the next shot, who do you think is going to be the champion by the time you get there?
I believe that Paulo Costa will be the champion when I fight for the title.
How do you see him beating Adesanya?
He's going to put some pressure on Adesanya. You know, Paulo Costa's pressure is just insane. He's throwing so hard with everything he got, and he can do it for, you know, almost all of the rounds. It's just incredible, the physique and power that guy has. So I think that's going to be problematic for Adesanya. But, you know, in this sport, you never know what's going to happen. Adesanya is a great fighter. He's a stand-up wizard. So it's going to be an interesting fight. Thank you, guys.
Joe, I know this is a tough time for you, so thanks for coming back and doing this.
I feel like I need to. Thank you, guys.
Give me your emotions right now. I mean, obviously you've been here before, and it's heartbreaking, clearly. But what is the feeling right now?
I mean, it's weird. I've died freaking 100 times. You know, what's another death? You know, it's different because I know I did everything right, and in preparation, I didn't take any shortcuts. I did everything right this fight week, waking up early, acclimating. I'm doing activation, breathing, and yoga this morning in my room at 2 in the morning. You know, waking up at 2 in the morning, you know, to fight at 6, activate, taking cold showers, you know, doing all the right things. I felt good in there. Honestly, I felt focused and present, even with the no crowd. I think I could see things. Like fights go fast, but I could see just little movements, felt focused. So, you know, that's the hard part. Like last time was devastating because I couldn't control it. It was something I was out of my control, you know, and going into this fight, it's like, I just want a fair fight. I want the guy to freaking make weight, and I don't want anything weird to happen. And, you know, he went out there and proved that he was a better guy. And so it's hard. You can't sit here and feel sorry for yourself. You know, I was grateful for the opportunity to do it again, you know, to get the opportunity to redeem the last fight. So I was grateful for that from the beginning, grateful to do it here at Fight Island, and just overall just grateful for life. That's what it comes down to, you know, like to do it and to be able to do this is a blessing in itself, you know, and that's just on the fight side, you know. I'm grateful for the opportunities and to be able to do it. Like, I came in at 2 in the morning, you know, it's dark, and I walk out, and, you know, it's light before I go to the bathroom, and now, you know, taking punches to the face at 6 in the morning. Like, it's funny to hear that, but, like, I'm grateful that I'm capable to do that, you know, that I'm so... And that's just, like I said, the fight stuff. And then I sit there and I said, grateful for all my corners and them taking their time away from their family. They've been here for weeks, away from their family, trapped in a hotel. I look at my wife. I'm so grateful for that. It's like nothing can be bad. At the end of the day, you know, you're going home and having someone that makes you feel like the best every day. So, you know, I sit here humbled, impressed by him, and grateful I got the opportunity to go out there and display, you know, what I prepared for. And it's crazy. I'm walking around, it's light outside, getting stitches in a van, and I'm just like, life comes at you fast, man. Like, I'm in an empty arena in Abu Dhabi, 2 in the morning in one hotel, being shipped over here, and now it's 6 in the morning, and I just got the shit beat out of me. Like, it's crazy.
Joe, you certainly showed a lot of heart, man. I know it didn't go your way, but, I mean, ultimately, like, did you think you weren't in trouble? Or did you know, like, I'm not going to tap, I'm just going to go out? Or did you think, I think I can survive this? What was the mindset?
I mean, there's no quit in me. You know, I've never quit. You know, this is my 4th title shot. It takes a lot of perseverance and no quit to get there again and again and again. Even from this one to the last one, that was some of the hardest points of my life. Like, the second to the third one, going through 10 guys, 10 fights, that's what I do. I love to do that. I'm prepared to do that. But what I had to face even just the last fight with, you know, everything that was kind of out of my control, that was so hard on me mentally. So to come back from that, I remember the way I felt after that last fight, and I couldn't control it. And it's like, how do I do everything perfect and, like, something weird still happens? Like, I was, like, just obviously not broken. I never wanted to quit, but that really challenged me. So there's no quit in me, man. like, I always wondered what I would do. Like, if something was sunk in, I'd be like, would I tap? I mean, why not? You know, like, you get out of the, you're going to get choked anyway, but I guess I didn't know. I don't know. I mean, I'll never quit, you know, doing anything. So I've always just tried to be the best. I've always tried to be the best I can be. And that's why, you know, this I can't feel sorry for myself and I can accept, you know, because I had the best preparation, the best team. I felt good. I felt ready. I left no stone unturned, you know, and met a better, younger, you know, freaking animal that was better than me this morning.
Last thing for me, Joe. Certainly some time off, and you'll enjoy that, I'm sure. But do you know where you go from here? Do you keep chasing the title? Do you consider moving up a division, having a fresh set of names, maybe not have to cut? I mean, do you know what's next for you?
You know, it's really hard to answer it after a fight because you have emotions. Like, I don't even want to say the thoughts I was having after the last fight because I would have said them to everybody and, you know, maybe they weren't fully blossomed or true at that point because the last one was hard, you know, doing everything being perfect, your third shot and like everything was like destined. And then like, not even did you lose, like you just kind of got it like ripped away from you and you can't control it. So this one with a little more of a clear mind, like my goal in this sport is just to be the best, be the champion, right? I knew last fight was my last title attempt. It wasn't because of circumstances. So this one certainly was, you know, but I wasn't fighting this sport from the beginning for any other reason, you know, than to be the best. And, you know, I've been close. I've been lucky. I've been in that top 2, 3 for, I don't know, 11 years at 2 weight classes. And it's been a crazy journey. It's been awesome. And, you know, I'm not going out like that, and nothing's guaranteed in this sport, for sure. But, you know, I'm not going to get another title shot, and I don't want to go out on that. So I just want to go out with another fight. And after that, I mean, there's nothing else for me to do. I'm not going to beat 10 guys again. I know that was my last title shot, but like I just said, I don't want to go on that. So, yeah, to answer your question, I've kind of said in my mind, I win the belt, defend it until I lose, fight again until I win. If I lose, fight again until I win. So that's kind of where I'm at.
That's it.
Thank you, guys.
quero vazio aqui para mim. Eu quero, sim? Por favor.
Well, Devison, congratulations, UFC champion. I think that's the title that everybody's working for. Now that you have it, what does it mean to you?
Parabéns, você agora é o campeão do UFC, o que todo mundo quer, né? Como é que você está se sentindo?
Agora eu conquistei, né? Agora eu conquistei, sou o dono do cinturão e com certeza vou treinar muito porque eu vou ser o cara a ser batido. Agora eu sou o cara a ser batido. Então eu vou estar sempre pronto aí para esses caras que querem pegar o meu cinturão.
You know, now that I have the belt, I have to, you know, train very hard. I'm the guy that everyone wants to beat, so I'm the guy that everyone's looking at.
We know how difficult the journey was to get here with the COVID tests and everything. Was there a part along the way where you thought, maybe we should reschedule this, or this is not a good time for me to try and win this fight?
Todo mundo sabe tudo que você passou para chegar aqui, com os exames de Covid e tudo mais. Teve algum momento que você pensou, pô, vamos remarcar essa luta, no momento não está certo para fazer isso?
Eu sou um cara que eu não desisto, né, das dificuldades, das barreiras colocadas para impedir eu de chegar a meus objetivos. E eu tinha que bater esse peso. Eu queria provar para o evento que eu sou capaz de bater abaixo de 57 quilos e eu bati. E vim para a luta para ser dono do cinturão e conseguir. E agora eu vou ser um cara que vou manter esse cinturão por muito tempo, isso pode ter certeza.
I'm a guy who doesn't give up ever, so I had to overcome all those hurdles to get here. This is something I had to do. I had to come in and show that I can make weight. I was able to make weight, so you can bet that I'm going to be a champion that's going to hold this belt for a while.
In the fight, you hurt him early, and you were getting the choke attempts over and over and over, and he wouldn't tap out. I'm curious, were you concerned that I'm not going to be able to finish this guy? I got to slow down and ready to pace myself for 5 rounds?
Você começou muito forte no primeiro round, aí teve aquelas tentativas de finalização. Teve algum momento que você pensou, pô, preciso desacelerar um pouquinho para não estar tão fácil acabar com ele, parar ele?
Então, na hora ali o freio quebrou e não tinha como desacelerar, entendeu? Eu tinha que terminar a luta. Era o meu momento, eu dei um knockdown nele. E eu tinha que aproveitar aquilo para finalizar e cumprir o que eu falei no decorrer da semana, que eu queria finalizar.
My brakes were broken in there, so I couldn't really slow down. And after that first knockdown, I knew that I had to capitalize on that, and I knew I had to keep going.
Last thing for me, you said it, everybody's going to be gunning for you as the champion, but are there fights that you want? Are there names that you want, or matchups, or just goals that you want to accomplish as champion?
Você falou que agora vai estar todo mundo atrás de você como campeão, mas quais são as lutas que você quer? Quem são os adversários que você quer enfrentar?
Eu que se colocarem uma super luta para mim, ou se me derem uma luta na 61, eu aceito lutar em cima. Eu quero pegar o cinturão de cima agora, mas eu tô aqui para defender o meu cinturão. Agora quero ser dominante das duas categorias.
I'll accept a super fight if they want to give me one, but you know, and I'll move up to 135. I want to be a 2-division champion, but I'm going to defend this belt as well.
Davidson, queria primeiro que você explicasse a escolha da música Missão Impossível para a sua entrada.
Can you explain why you chose the Mission Impossible tune for your entrance?
Bom, eu na verdade, eu nunca imaginei que eu chegaria a ser dono do cinturão. Para mim era uma missão que seria impossível chegar. Ainda mais treinando em uma academia que eu criei, eu e meu irmão, o Júnior, que está ali, e criamos uma academia, pegamos os coaches que a gente sabe que são inteligentíssimos e a gente não treina numa academia que é top das tops, entendeu? Mas mesmo assim, olha aí, eu cheguei, sou dono do cinturão treinando em uma academia fundo de quintal. E isso é algo incrível que aconteceu na minha vida. E isso só me faz valorizar mais ainda os meus treinadores, os meus parceiros de treino, entendeu?
I never thought that I was going to become a world champion one day. So to me, this whole thing is a mission impossible, you know. I created my own gym with my brother. We brought in the coaches that we knew were going to be intelligent to help us, but I don't train at a world-class gym. It's basically a backyard gym, so I have to give a lot of value to all my coaches and to everyone that helps me.
Você agora é 19-1 no MMA. Onde você acha que isso te coloca na lista de melhores peso por peso do UFC?
You're 19-1 in MMA. Where do you think that places you on the list of pound for pound?
Bom, eu sou um cara nocauteador. Isso todo mundo já pôde ver. E esse recorde que eu tenho aí me traz respeito. E quando eu falo que eu vou fazer algo em uma luta, eu treino para aquilo. E os demais lutadores que querem lutar comigo, querem ter uma chance de lutar pelo cinturão, que venham lutar comigo preparado, porque eu vou lutar 100% para nocauteá-los.
I'm a knockout artist. Everybody knows that, and we put together that record with a lot of hard fights. And you know, for anyone that wants to come in and challenge me and fight me, just be prepared because I'm a knockout artist.
Desde que você entrou no UFC, você falava que era o cara para ganhar do Demetrius Johnson, mas ele não está mais aqui hoje no UFC. Por um lado, você até torce para que o UFC conseguisse talvez trazer ele de volta para fazer essa luta acontecer agora, você como campeão do UFC.
You always said that you'd be the guy to beat Demetrius Johnson, and he's no longer in the UFC. Do you wish somehow that they would bring him back so that you could face him?
Isso com certeza seria uma luta que o público gostaria de ver. Eu versus Demetrius Johnson. Se o UFC decidisse resgatá-lo, eu daria boas-vindas para ele com certeza. Eu sou um cara que treinaria para nocautear ele e teria bom gosto em fazer isso.
That's definitely a fight that all the fans would want to see, me against Demetrius Johnson. But you know, if the UFC wants to bring him back, I'm going to be very happy, and I'm going to knock him out, and with a lot of pride, and I'm very happy to do that.
Davidson, aqui. Você já mencionou que você vai primeiro querer defender o seu cinturão, mas você tem algum cronograma de quando que você vai subir de categoria para tentar conseguir o segundo cinturão também?
You said that you're going to defend your belt first, but do you have a timeline of when you want to move up and challenge for another belt?
Então, eu queria fazer uma luta em cima. Eu queria resgatar o Cerrudo, né? Ele se aposentou e eu acho que está faltando um cara para ele enfrentar, que sou eu. Ele já bateu aí nos caras de nome, mas eu acho que ele ainda tem essa luta para fazer comigo. Se ele topar fazer essa luta na 61 comigo, eu subo para lutar com ele.
I like to have a fight at 135. You know, I'd like to be the guy to bring back Henry Cejudo from retirement. I think he was looking for a worthy opponent, and I think I'm that guy. So I would love to move up and be able to fight him at 135.
Você teve uma semana bastante conturbada, chegou aqui de última hora, saiu da quarentena bem perto da hora da pesagem, né? Da onde que você tirou tanta energia? É claro que a gente tem que levar em conta que você estava lutando pelo cinturão, né? Então aí já tá uma resposta. Mas como que você fez para mostrar ali o que você mostrou no octógono com essa semana agitada que você teve?
You had a really long week with quarantine and traveling and all that. Where did you find the strength to overcome all that? Was it simply fighting for the title?
Bom, eu tracei uma meta para mim esse final de semana aí, que era bater o peso. Eu, mesmo estando preso em um quarto, fiquei 6 dias preso em São Paulo em um quarto, e inventando treinos de lá. Depois consegui provar que não estava com Covid, cheguei até a Ilha da Luta, bem atrasado, né? Fiquei 2 dias preso também no quarto aqui. E isso, eu creio, cara, que eu perdi peso só ali na força do pensamento. Porque preso em um quarto, sem os devidos treinos para perder peso e conseguir baixar de peso como baixei, isso foi algo bem interessante, foi Deus ali, minha vida, me ajudando. E eu consegui bater abaixo do peso, algo que eu nunca tinha batido na minha vida. Eu bati abaixo do peso, subi na balança de meia e cueca. E hoje eu tô aqui, falei que ia nocautear Benavides, que ia finalizar ele, finalizei, peguei o cinturão. Então, é uma noite muito feliz para mim, por ter conseguido bater o peso, por ter conseguido tracei uma meta e conseguir chegar até ela.
My goal this week was to make weight, you know, and obviously after 6 days locked up in a room in São Paulo and then 2 more days locked up here in quarantine, you know, I got out of the room pretty much for weigh-ins, so it was really tough, and I think it was really power of thought and mind over matter to be able to make weight. You know, I said that I was going to come and I was going to finish Benavides, and that's exactly what I did, but my goal was to be able to make weight, and then gladly I'm here tonight holding the belt.
Minha última pergunta, eu queria saber se te surpreendeu o seu domínio diante de top contender.
Did you surprise yourself with how you dominated a top contender?
Bom, a surpresa não foi para mim. Quando eu conectei o primeiro knockdown nele, o que eu tinha que fazer ali era dominá-lo. Aproveitar que ele não estava no normal dele por ter pego o knockdown ali na hora. E foi o que eu fiz, eu dominei, ele conseguiu recuperar, né? Conseguiu sair da posição ali, mas eu conectei um segundo knockdown nele e foi daí que a luta terminou para ele. Eu não deixei mais ele sair dali. Até conseguir encaixar o mata-leão bem eficiente nele.
After that first knockdown, I knew that I had to capitalize on him. I knew I had to dominate him, and he was able to get out of some positions on the ground, and then I threw another knockdown, and I just needed to finish him and continue doing what I was doing.
Davidson, a gente sabe que antes da luta você falou o quanto era importante para você conquistar o cinturão, para dedicar para o seu avô, que você perdeu uns meses atrás. É ele, de fato, a pessoa para quem você dedica, principalmente, esse título?
You said you needed to win this belt and dedicate it to your grandfather, so now that you have the belt, is that who you're dedicating it for?
Isso com certeza. Esse cinturão eu tô indo com ele para casa e chegar lá eu vou na sepultura do meu avô, visitar, conversar com ele, mas eu quero fazer uma grande homenagem para ele, sabe? E o cinturão com uma imagem dele na parede da minha casa para que todos os dias eu possa tá vendo ele ali, para que ele nunca possa morrer, sempre tá ali trazendo energia para mim, porque ele era o meu maior fã desse mundo da luta.
For sure. I'm taking this belt home, and when I get home, I'm going to go to his gravesite and talk to him and take the belt. You know, he's the guy that always supported me. He was very important in my whole career, so I definitely dedicate this belt to my grandfather.
Você foi, depois de 3 anos, o Brasil volta a ter um homem como campeão, né? O Brasil tem Amanda Nunes, mas desde o José Aldo em 2017 não tinha um homem como campeão. Como é que é para você quebrar esse tabu e de que forma você quer representar o brasileiro como novo campeão?
You're the first male champion in Brazil in 3 years since Jose Aldo in 2017. How are you going to break that taboo of holding the belt now?
Eu quero ser muito dominante na minha categoria. Eu acho que muitos lutadores pecam em achar que lutar, é só bater no seu adversário. E hoje a luta lá se tornou muito diferente. É você ter estratégias, é você jogar com inteligência. E eu quero ser esse cara. Eu quero ser dominante por muito tempo nessa categoria e representar muito bem o Brasil.
I want to dominate my division, and you know, I think a lot of fighters think that fighting is just going out there and throwing punches and getting into fights, but I think you need to have a game plan. You need to fight intelligently, and that's the kind of fighter that I want to be.
E você tem alguma mensagem para o público brasileiro que a essa hora está comemorando esse título, que está tão carente, o público brasileiro tão carente de um título? Que mensagem você deixaria para o público que agora tem um campeão?
What message can you send out to the Brazilian fans who have been waiting to get a champion and now they have one?
Em primeira mão, eu queria agradecer muito de coração a energia positiva, né, que eles mandaram para mim, até mesmo antes da luta, né, pelas dificuldades que eu enfrentei. e agora, no dia da luta. E falar, galera, tô levando esse cinturão aqui, é o nosso presentão, cara. Algo assim que é muito gratificante ter. Então eu tô levando pro Brasil o cinturão. E conseguimos, galera. E podem ter certeza que eu vou estar aí representando muito bem vocês, nós brasileiros.
I first have to thank everyone, all the fans, for all the good energy they sent me throughout this week, through everything I went through. And then tonight on fight night, you know, we wanted a Brazilian champion, and now we have one. I'm taking the belt back home, and we can all be proud of that.
Finish.